Hi there, everybody, and pleasant Monday afternoon to you. We are the theme park seniors, Dan and Dawn, and we're certainly glad you can be with us here tonight as we're doing a little fun thing here. It's in our new home here in Las Vegas. First of all, it's good to be here, be all moved in and be all settled. And we're going to try to do a couple of things this week. It's Formula One race week here in Las Vegas, coming up this Saturday night. They're really starting to close things down around the Strip area, but we're going to coming up tomorrow. We're going to try to do a lap around the Formula One track if they don't have it all closed down yet. But that's coming up tomorrow. But tonight, one of the things we noticed moving into Las Vegas was there was so many more donut places here than there was where we used to live in northern Utah. And so we thought we would just kind of answer our interesting question that we had: who had the best donuts? So we have a little taste test that we're going to do for donuts here. One of them we hadn't seen except when we got here, and that is Pinkbox Donuts. Also a kind of a heritage donut from back in Los Angeles, where it started, Randy's Donuts. If you've seen the donut shop, it has the big donut on top. That's Randy's Donuts, started back in Inglewood years ago. And then of course the big two favorites of Krispy Kreme and Dunkin Donuts, that we're going to taste those as well.
Yeah, there's also almost like a donut shop on every corner around here. I mean, there's just so many of them.
More than gas stations and car washes, if you can believe that. Yeah,
absolutely.
But we kind of developed some criteria that we'll share with you as we put these all together. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go through and we're gonna weigh all the donuts. There's 2 glazed donuts in each one of these bags, and we're gonna go through and we're gonna weigh them out, the 2 donuts, just to kind of get an idea of their weight and density. Then we're going to do a taste test where we're gonna talk about and grade their taste, the sweetness of the glaze on the donut, and
the price.
And the price. We'll give you the price for 2 donuts for 2 glazed donuts at each one of these shops. And then we'll kind of go through and we'll find an overall winner.
Yeah. So shall we get started?
So I guess we'll get started. And again, our house is all nicely decorated for Christmas. We have some Christmas lights here behind us, and our Christmas stockings. We're actually sitting right in front of the fireplace. Yes, we have a fireplace in Las Vegas in the middle of the desert. We lived in Kansas and Utah. We did for 10 years. We didn't have a fireplace. We moved to Las Vegas back here where it doesn't get cold enough to snow. We have a fireplace, but you know that's for another show. So we'll go through and we'll get started and we'll weigh all the donuts. Again, there's 2 glazed donuts in each one of the bags. And Dawn, why don't you go ahead and start? We'll start first with Dunkin.
With the Dunkin Donuts. So 2 glazed donuts. Now this does include the bag weight. So it is 4.6 ounces.
Okay, 4.6 for Dunkin.
For Dunkin. Okay. Now we have our Krispy Kreme. 3.5 ounces.
Really? Interesting. Okay.
Okay. Now, Pinkbox Donuts. I mean, I love their store. They had really some unique donuts, toppings. Wow. 6.1 ounces.
Really?
For 2 of them, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's really a big jump. Can you hand me that other bag?
And this is Randy's. If you pick up Randy, I'm really curious to see what this weighs, because when you pick up the bag with 2 donuts in it, it's a noticeable weight difference.
Yeah, it is 8 ounces even for two glazed donuts.
So
wow.
Certainly you think they would be the densest of the donuts going in.
So you have weight-wise, you have Krispy Kreme is 3.5. They're the lightest weight, and these are 8 for 2.
That's amazing.
Wow, that's a big difference when it comes to donuts and cooking.
Okay, so that's Pinkbox Donuts back down.
Mm-hmm.
Don mentioned that Pinkbox Donuts has some very interesting selections there. They had a donut there that was a chocolate donut filled with the kind of a vanilla cream, I think she said it was, and it looked like a giant hockey puck.
Yeah.
And that's what they called it. They called it the hockey puck donut.
And they had like a little like candy, chocolate candy on the top of it too, as well for it. I mean, beautiful, creative donuts. I'm not gonna kid you. They're very cute. Ones I would never think to even do. But we went ahead and we wanted to compare the glazed plain donut on from each one.
Yep. So we have critters kind of walking around, trying to get into the shot here, walking around tables and trying to jump up on the mantle. So if you see a cat walking around behind us, don't pay any attention to it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start off with Dunkin Donut.
Okay.
Now, Dunkin Donut was originally founded in 1948 with a restaurant name called Open Kettle, which was opened by William Rosenberg in Quincy, Massachusetts. A couple of years after that, in 1950, it renamed it Dunkin Donuts, inspired by customers dunking their donuts into their coffee. The company became franchised out in 1955, and brand identity-wise, they actually rebranded themselves just Dunkin' in 2018, about 7 years ago, and they're beverage led but not donut focused. But they're kind of a heritage type of donut company in Dunkin' Donuts, so we wanted to include them into our test.
So here are the two glazed. They're pretty decent size. He's going to cut into one of them. I can't have them, but he's going to taste them. And then we're going to leave one whole because we want to compare the sizes as well.
Yeah, so she can't have any because of dietary restrictions. So we'll just kind of cut a big chunk out of this.
Okay.
And this is a Dunkin' Donut, about a bite-sized chunk that we'll take out. Ready?
Yep. Now the freshness part, these were all bought within half an hour-ish or so of each other. So they're not like super piping hot fresh, but they were there. What do you think of the donut in general?
I think the taste is very good. It's
okay.
When you think of a classic glazed donut, I think this is really close to the classic taste that you think of. The frosting or the glaze is not real thick. There's not a whole lot on it, so it's really not overly sweet.
Okay.
But it's a good tasting donut.
Okay. What do you think of the texture?
Texture is pretty good.
Okay.
Again, it tastes and feels like kind of a classic donut. It'd be much different than we get to Krispy Kreme coming up next. It's really the classic texture you think of when you think of a donut, a raised glazed donut.
Now here's a fun fact for you, by the way.
Okay.
With Dunkin' Donuts, they have 9,666 locations throughout the U.S., except they do not have any stores in Alaska, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, or North or South Dakota.
Interesting.
And I was just thinking about that because we live close to Idaho, and I don't remember ever seeing one.
I did a lot of travels in the 6 years we lived in northern Utah. 6-7 years, I did a lot of traveling in Idaho. So for work, but yeah, that's very interesting.
Okay, so there's that one. Now
let me take a little sip here to rinse my mouth out.
Okay, now we're going to look at Krispy Kreme. We had a Krispy Kreme donut in Logan, but it closed.
Set that back over there.
Yep, this one we're going to compare here. Here's this one. Here's the Krispy Kreme. They're a little bit smaller, comparison wise, but the glaze is just really shiny on them. They look fabulous.
Of course, most people know Krispy Kremes. You've probably been to one. You think of the big building that they make the donuts there on hand, which is the case with where we bought these today. They have the big donut machine inside. So these, you would think they would be fresher because they haven't traveled. Where the place, the Dunkin shop that we went to, they don't make their own donuts there. They're made at a central location and then distributed out.
Yeah, they have like everything in their display, and then they grabbed the donuts from like a different area. So
okay, so Krispy Kreme's was founded in July of 1937 in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, by a gentleman named Vernon Randolph. The brand identity, of course, is nostalgia, freshness, joyful supply, and of course their big thing is the big sign in the window.
Yeah.
Hot donuts now. People can know when the donuts are hot and fresh, and go in and pick them up. And they are, again, a major brand all throughout most of the country, with exceptions. They do not have stores in Wyoming, North or South Dakota, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, or Minnesota. So up in the Northeast area, New England, you're not going to be able to get yourself a Krispy Kreme donut.
And they had, when I looked it up on the internet, they had 358 stores, so definitely not nearly as many as Dunkin Donuts.
And you think there'd be more than that?
I didn't. I honestly, I was surprised at that number.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So let's cut into the Krispy Kreme and we'll give that a taste. The one thing you think of when if you had Krispy Kreme donuts before, and you could really tell that by the weight, is they're not nearly as dense. They're very light, very fluffy.
Yeah.
The two donuts, then the taste test, they were the lightest of all the donuts. The two Krispy Kreme donuts come in at 3.5 ounces.
Yeah, that's really, and that's even the size comparison as well.
The texture is light and airy.
Okay.
Almost a little bit too light. You know, when you think of the Dunkin Donut, which is more of the classic taste and feel and chew. The Krispy Kreme donuts, because they're so light, the chew and the mouthfeel is different.
So do you think with that statement, you would eat more of these and not be as like filled up as fast as you would a typical donut?
I have to be honest. Having the taste of the Dunkin Donut, it's the first time I've ever had a Dunkin Donut. So I have to be honest. And these is simply because of location and where we were at the time. I've had probably more Krispy Kreme donuts in the last 7 or 8 years than I had had other ones. But that was simply just because of location.
Right, but do you feel that you would, because they're so light and airy?
No, I think if I had a choice and they were across the street from each other, I honestly think I would probably go to Dunkin.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
so what else we got? The glaze is again like a typical Krispy Kreme donut. The glaze is fairly thin going on, so it covers the donut well, but it's really kind of thin. Can you tell that I kind of have a sweet tooth? That I'm looking for better glazing on my donut.
Okay,
now
so
there
the
is
next one. Okay.
There is Krispy Kreme.
Okay, let's put these all right here in front. Okay, now let's go with.
Now we'll move on to Pinkbox.
Pinkbox. Very cute. We have a store actually opening up soon from us, around us.
Pinkbox Donuts are just They say they're in Utah, but I honestly never saw one.
St. George is the only location.
So they're around the desert area. There's 14 locations, 13 of them in Nevada, one in St. George, Utah, and I never had a Pinkbox donut.
Look at the comparison in size too. I mean,
They've raised a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
You think about a raised glazed donut, they've raised certainly more than the previous two. It looks like maybe the frosting or the glaze is a little more dense than the other two. As we get ready, so this is Pinkbox. Company was founded actually here in Las Vegas about 13 years ago in 2012. Their brand identity is they are known for their creative and humorous approach to donuts and marketing. We talked about the Honky Puck donut, but they had other really good looking donuts.
Yeah, they were. I mean, they had some that were looked almost like a blueberry kind with frosting swirled in them. I mean, they were pretty to look at.
And a lot of their logos, their logo has a lot of like the sprinkles,
Mm-hmm.
you know, on the background of their logo. And a lot of their donuts they had in their shop have the sprinkles on them.
Yeah, you also saw a sign as we were leaving. Remember what it said? Don't lick the wall or something like that?
There's a big sign on the wall the wall looked like it was like they smeared pink frosting on the wall, and there was a sign on that pink frosting that said, "Do not lick the wall." so it's just kind of an interesting approach to make sure that people don't think it's frosting on the wall, I guess.
But I mean, for 13 locations in Nevada, now some of those are in Laughlin and Reno and things like that. But still, I mean, for 10 locations or even 9 locations here in the Valley, that's still a pretty good amount they haven't spread out.
Okay.
So.
Now let's move on to the taste test
And we've never had these before.
Yes, for Pinkbox donut.
Right here.
So we'll try this. Again,
And these are the second to largest weight.
Yes. So kind of the way having arranged it across the table, at least the Krispy Kremes would have been the first, but they go across the table from lightest to heaviest or densest, at least by weight. So this is Pinkbox. You can certainly see after I cut it that there's more.
Yeah.
The glaze is thicker than it was on the first two.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Good.
Now these were also not made on site. They were brought in as well because they had the big carts with like the zip things on them for to try to keep them.
Yes, so they've made and then glazed and then cooled.
Mm-hmm.
So the glaze would stick, and then they're shipped that way. So I have to be honest. I had a different donut, a maple bar that we bought there at Pinkbox.
Yeah.
That we ate. It was cool to the touch. So you knew that they had been refrigerated.
Mm-hmm.
That they weren't made there on site.
Yeah.
But freshness is good.
Okay.
Texture is a little bit different than the Dunkin, the classic raised glazed donut feel, mouth feel and texture.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little bit different,
mm-hmm.
but it's still good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And what else we have? Flavor wise, I would put it. I would actually put flavor wise. I would put this tied for number 2.
Okay.
But all in all, a good donut and a little bit heavier, so a little bit denser. But it's still all in all still a good donut for the price.
Okay. Okay.
And how much were those?
Well, we're gonna go over price in a little bit.
Okay.
We're gonna go.
We didn't do prices
No,
yet?
we didn't do
Okay.
prices yet. We're gonna wait on
So
that.
we haven't given the prices out
Okay.
yet. So now let's get to Randy's Donuts.
The heavy duty ones here.
Now for Randy's Donuts, they are There's 26 locations spread out throughout California, Arizona, Nevada, and Georgia for some reason. How they got all the way over in Georgia. Coming soon with locations in New Mexico and New York City. And they're also international as well, as they're in 6 other countries besides here in the US. Now, founded in 1952 with locations around the LA area, the Basin area. I believe the first ever location was actually in Inglewood. And if you've driven around Los Angeles and watched, like the video for Randy Newman's song, I Love LA, you see the donut shop with the big donut on top, or the donut in front of the drive-through that you drive through the hole in the donut. That's Randy's Donuts. And
and they even had one of those little round signs kind of in front,
exactly.
where the place we went to as well.
Now, as we mentioned, that's the most prominent part of their marketing, is the giant donut sign in their original location in Inglewood, and recognized throughout LA. Their trademarks, and it appeared in many different TV shows. So it's a very well-known brand around the LA area. And but again, I've never had Randy's Donuts before, so it becomes a very interesting next taste, I guess.
And they're definitely the biggest of them all. I mean, these are similar size here, the Dunkin and the Pinkbox, but these are definitely, you can tell that they're bigger.
Right.
So,
but this is a lot bigger, a lot heavier. Remember, these for 2 donuts, it was 8 ounces for 2 donuts. So they look bigger. The rise is bigger than the other donuts even by comparison. Here's the Pinkbox donut. We said it was the biggest. We put that next to the Randy's donut. It's probably a third bigger, a third taller than the Pinkbox donut. So since I picked up,
I guess he's having breakfast tomorrow morning also.
Yeah.
So
2 donuts so hard to fit on the plate.
So we would love to hear from you also. What's your favorite donut? What do you think? What would you rate it? What do you think is the better deal? If you have any guesses, let us know in the comments.
Wow, that's good.
Okay.
It's got a little bit different taste to it.
Okay. Is it more vanilla taste, or?
Gee, I don't know. I better have another bite.
Yeah, better eat one for me because I can't have them.
It's kind of almost like the glaze has a little bit different ingredient into it.
Okay.
It's just kind of brightens up your mouth a little bit, like it.
But maybe like a little citrus or something in there, or?
I'm not sure if it's citrus, but there's something in there that
Vanilla?
maybe some extra vanilla.
Yeah.
There's something in there that definitely pops and wakes up your mouth. It's not just like the regular glaze on an average glazed donut. So this is a very different taste and feel. I mean, the rise of the donut, the airiness of the donut is good. It's obviously, knowing that it's the heaviest of the donuts, it's going to be denser a little bit, but it's still fairly light and airy tasting.
Okay, what do you think of the texture?
Texture is very good.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I would not go out of my, I would not, if I was going to go out and get donuts, if I had to pass by a Randy's Donuts to get to the other 3, I can't say that I honestly would do that.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's a very good donut. I can see why they've been around for so long.
Okay, so we have these now. What's that? I love them. We're gonna go in the back later. Okay. So this is how they rank right now before we get to the final testing is what we're gonna do. This tablecloth just makes it hard to pick things up here. Okay, so we have Krispy Kreme. Okay, so here is the way these four lay out. Okay, so with the Krispy Kreme donuts, these weighed the least at 3.5 ounces for both donuts. Both donuts together when you visited, now these are all before taxes, so no matter where you buy them, depends. We paid $4.38 for 2 donuts from Krispy Kreme. Which, if we look at the scale, that's the highest price.
Okay.
That we paid. So the highest price for the smallest donuts from Krispy Kreme.
Interesting.
Okay. Now, Dunkin, these are 4.6 ounce for 2 donuts. And we paid $3.58 for the both glazed donuts. Okay.
Okay. That's $1.79 each.
79 each. This is $2.19 each. Okay. Then Pinkbox Donuts, 6.1 ounces. Okay. Put this down. 6.1 ounces for $3.58 as well. And these are also again $1.79 each. So these are the same price.
For a little bit bigger donut, size-wise, and maybe just a little bit more of a rise, a little bit more yeast.
Well, that, and you said that the glaze was a lot thicker on this one.
And the glaze is thicker on that than it was on the Dunkin Donut.
Okay. Then we have our last one, which is Randy's, which was 8 ounces for 2 donuts, so about 4 ounces each. These were $2.15 a piece for a total of $4.30. That's 8 cents less than those in price.
Individually?
No, for total.
For total? Okay.
Yeah. So, what do you think you would choose as your number one pick?
If
based on value, size, and taste.
If there was the individual donut shops on each corner of the intersection, and I had to pick one to go to, I think that I would pick for the one that I would go to first. And if I really had to choose, I think, boy, it's close. I think I would pick Pinkbox.
Really?
Yeah. It's a good donut. It's just about the same texture and quality as the Randy's donut, but I think just price wise, I would, it's 30 cents cheaper per donut.
Yeah.
I think I would if I had a choice, I had to make a choice, I would go to the Pinkbox to get a donut before I go to any of the other ones.
Interesting. Yeah, because to me, there's the Krispy Kreme is a popular brand, but I think it's just too pricey. At least at the store we went to. Now, I don't know if the prices change per location, so I am not for sure on that one. Now, what would be your second choice?
And if I had to grade out the Pinkbox donut on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7.
7, okay.
I think my second choice is going to be Randy's donut.
Okay.
Just, I still have that different taste in my mouth. I think it's in the glaze, but just that little bit different taste. It's something that's really kind of stuck with me.
So that would be your second.
So that would be my second choice. And if I was going to have it for breakfast and needed it to really stay with me for a while, they're dense enough to where they would do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 2 of those and a cup of your favorite morning beverage would stay with you for quite a while.
Okay.
As far as a value, a scale value from 1 to 10, I would call that about a 6.5.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what is your third choice?
Third choice, I would go with I think I'd go back to Krispy Kreme for number 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you said how much you liked the Dunkin Donut.
It was good, but I think if I had to make a choice,
Mm-hmm.
I think I would go to Krispy Kreme before I went to Dunkin.
Okay.
And I will give this about a 6.5 rating.
Okay.
1 through 10. But Krispy Kremes, they're light, they're smooth,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you don't want to get, you know, it's that kind of exactly the opposite end of the scale from Randy's Donuts, where you didn't want Randy's Donuts, you'd have that to, you know, just kind of give you a good hearty breakfast, have something in your stomach. Krispy Kreme is kind of the other way around, where you could eat 5 or 6 of those and not be all weighted down because they're so dense. That's the difference. They're lighter in texture, lighter in, you know, they were the lightest donut when they weighed out. The 2 donuts were less than 2 ounces of a donut, and so it's a lighter texture and a lighter feel. You could probably have more if you're depending on what your morning was going to look like.
Yeah, and you're going to pay more too.
It's also the most expensive of the donuts.
Okay, and that's your final choice then is the Dunkin Donut, huh?
Okay, Dunkin Donut comes in at number 4, and give that a 6.
Okay. So value-wise, when you're paying for your donuts, your best bet for value, like if you want the big bang for your buck, it would be Randy's.
Yes. I mean, if you're looking for a nice, dense donut to have in the morning with a cup of coffee or whatever your morning beverage is, I think I would go to Randy's, but I'm only going to get 1.
Yeah.
Because it is a lot denser than especially like a Krispy Kreme donut that's kind of lighter in texture.
I'm just so surprised though how different the sizes are. You know, I mean, yeah, the traditional ones like these are so small compared to that, but just the size difference, it's unbelievable to me.
Yeah, I mean these are the Randy's donuts are big, they're tall, they're dense, and again that's just a little bit of different taste.
Yeah,
we brought it in a lot higher than I thought it would going in.
Well, there's our donut comparison.
So the big winner is Pinkbox.
Yep.
So if you're ever up here in Las Vegas or you're traveling into Utah and you get an opportunity, stop by a Pinkbox Donuts. There's 14 locations between Nevada and St. George, Utah. So stop and pick up a Pinkbox Donut. At least as far as I'm concerned, you won't be disappointed. And stretch out. You know, get some of the different other varieties they have there as well, and their different kind of cheeriness and their frivolity, the way they name and decorate their donuts as well.
Yeah, like I say, it's we went into like a little storefront. There's one being built closer to us that's a single standalone building that's not open yet, but the one that we did go into, definitely cute. I mean, cute little thing. They even had, I'm not sure what their character is. It reminded me of the little, and I don't want to say this, you know, disrespectfully, the little signs, you know, the emojis, that kind of thing. But I'm not sure what he is, whether he's maybe a clump of frosting. I don't know. But you know, cute little, cute decor. nicely done, not a nice little small little shop, but very, very cute in the way of their displays as to how they have them laid out. So.
All right, so that's it. That's our big donut taste test. Congratulations to Pinkbox, they're the winner. But still, I wouldn't necessarily poo-poo any of these brands. They're all very good donuts. Just Pinkbox came in #1 in our little unofficial taste test here tonight. Again, we're going to try to drive around the strip tomorrow and maybe take you on a lap around the Formula One track if they don't have all the roads blocked off yet. So be looking for that coming up tomorrow at some point. And then also we're trying to get back to the park as quickly as we can. Now that we are 8 hours closer in driving time from northern Utah to here in Las Vegas, we can make more day trips to the parks. But we're trying to get one of those scheduled in here as quickly as we can. Just still some logistical things that working out here. We've only been here for a month, but so we still have some details, things that we need to work out. But hopefully we'll be back in the park very, very soon, and hopefully be able to take you with us for another day at Disneyland.
Yeah, and don't forget to we want to mention Getaway Today.
Yes.
Again, the best place you can go for the best prices, especially with the holidays right now. Everything's all decked up. The trees are out. I mean, it's just the best magical time out of all the time of the year to me is Christmas. I absolutely love it there. But definitely, if you want to save some extra money, go down and follow our link and put in our passcode of TPS10. Again, that's TPS10. That gets you extra savings on their already low prices for their tickets and packages. And
for those who did join us here in our live video here this afternoon, if you haven't done so, please feel free to subscribe to our channel, Theme Park Seniors. It's free to do so, and then smash that notification button so you can tell when something else has been posted. There's another show coming up, and then like these streams as well. That will help us out in getting more follows and help us with the algorithm and stuff. More people will be able to see it. But again, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we're just we've kind of had to move and job hunt, and so things have just been kind of crazy for us. But we couldn't wait to come and try this new comparison with all the different shops here in town. And like I say, we look forward to bringing you more content. Stay with us. We'll be doing definitely more as things go by, especially with the Christmas season. There's so much Christmas stuff here.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a big, drive-through light display that they put up at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We'll be doing that soon, coming up as well. And again, the Formula One race has things so messed up downtown and on the strip and in the area where the races will go. It has things so messed up down there until the race is over and they start getting all the stuff taken down. The strip is really kind of hard to get down and get around on and in. But we'll bring you more content from things on the strip as well. Yeah,
they have definitely Christmas is in full swing down there as well. They have a lot of the different shops and the different things that we're going to bring to you as well. That's for this season as well. Plus, we're going to try to do Henderson. They have a couple of free things going on over there. We're going to tell you about. Especially we're going to try to take care of one of those on a live. So it'll be fun.
Very good. All right, thanks for joining us. The big donut taste test, and congratulations to Pinkbox Donuts. They are the winners of our donut taste challenge. All right, thanks for joining us again. We are the Theme Park Seniors, Dan and Dawn, and we'll look for you again coming up real soon. So until then, have a great night, everybody.
Night, everyone.